All right, this is Grandfather. Now, I want to give you an update on predictions for 2018 and maybe talk about a little other stuff too. I have said in the past that there was great danger for the North and South Atlantic, but especially the North, and also warned about dangers of tsunamis and general dangers that you had to deal with that had to do with Earth and Earth changes and perhaps even impacts from outer space. Not UFOs, but objects, rocks, or what have you. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Robbie is shy about this, but I feel it's important for you to know. Robbie has done a lot of benevolent forms of magic to make things better for you all. And many of you who have studied the benevolent magic and living prayer and other forms of magic, such as true magic, which is entirely about doing things in the most benevolent way for all beings, which is why it works, all right, have been working on these dangers. And I want you to know that all of those earth change dangers I mentioned before have been greatly lessened. So now the danger in the North Atlantic is about 4%, and the danger in the South Pacific is about 2%. And to be specific, the danger in Japan is over. All right? So, I just want you to know that. And I also want to thank those of you who have doing your living prayer and benevolent magic to help your situation and the situation for others. Remember now and forever that you are not powerless. All right? Some of you are greatly upset about politics, whatever country you're in, because politics is really the coming and going of human beings with each other. And sometimes those situations are fraught with terrible consequences. And other times they're just annoying. But remember, you are not powerless. If you want more wisdom on these things, what you can do, there's the little book. All right? The Benevolent Magic Living Prayer Book. And you can get some basic instruction there. But always remember that whatever you do, whenever you do it, to relax as much as possible, turn the ringer off on your phone so that you are not distracted. Whoever's calling you, whoever's texting you, will leave a message, and you'll catch up later. This way you can relax. And then first say, I am asking that all the most benevolent energies that are available for me be all around me and all about me now. Then wait. Some of you might feel the energy come up. Some of you won't be sure. So wait about 20 or 30 seconds and then say what you have to say in the forms suggested in that book. or on benevolentmagic.blogspot.com is also a good place to check, or even a mystical man's world. All right? Also known as mysticalman.blogspot.com. This is not a plug. I want to inform you, yes, but I also want to remind you that you are not helpless. This is particularly important in situations that are political or where there are wars. Perhaps, for example, you'd want to protect yourself or some loved one who is in a battle zone. Maybe they're not even a combatant. Maybe they just happen to be there and you can't reach them. So this might be something you could say. First, you would ask for all those most benevolent energies, okay? Then you would pause. Then you would say, I am asking. And then you'd add the name of the person, of your loved one. Or, if you want to just protect everybody in the area, you would say, I am asking that all those beings, or you might say, that all those people who are in, then you say the name of the area with as few words as possible, be insulated and protected from harm in the most benevolent way, and receive all the help, love, and support they need now. All right? That's what you can do. I want to give you that example and to remind you that the reason these things work, sometimes they work immediately, sometimes they take a little longer. The reason it works is that nobody is left out. Whether they're the people that you're angry at, whether they're the people you're afraid of, whether they're the people that are trying to harm you, they are included in the benefits of this living prayer I stated. And that's why it works so well, because at the level that is below the conscious mind, and even to some extent below the subconscious mind, and is physical, in your physical body, which is made up of a great and powerful being known as Earth, then you have the capability to transform almost anything into being more benevolent. Never forget that. It is important to know these things now. It is important to study them now and to translate them as best you can into your language. Know this. And this is a problem for some of you. If the translation does not seem to work, so give it a week or two and see if it works. If it doesn't, then try to say the words originally given in English, even if you just do the best you can to say it. If you do not read English, if you do not understand it when it's heard, have someone who does say it to you and practice the sounds and say the sounds as best you can. They will work. I know that many of you are upset in these times, and there are many reasons to be upset. But also know that these times are filled with many, many people, and that there are many beings who want to help you. Some are spirit beings, yes. Some are ATs, absolutely. They are here, and they are trying to help. And they're seeking out individuals that they feel are receptive to them. That's why many of you who would like to have these contacts don't have them yet because it's the time and the place that must be safe for everyone. So it will be all right. But still, know this, that there are also guides and, yes, angels, if you would, which is just another term for God-like beings. For those of you who have seen angels physically, perhaps you've had a near-death experience, you may have seen some presence come towards you. Would have white light, gold light, sometimes a little pink or a little green, but in light colors. And that would be a light being. And that would also be an actual angel. That's how they actually look. But you know these things. They all want to help you. And know this. When your time comes and you pass over, when you die, you understand? You will find that all of the difficulties and pain and suffering that you've experienced on earth falls away, and you become your natural self, and you are also a light being. Never forget that. You come here to this planet and live physically on this planet so you can develop your muscles, But you can also develop your compassion muscles. They are the most important, so that you will be able to do the good that you want to do as a light being and as a human being to help each other. Always remember, help each other. Good life.